Alrighty, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Smite Super Builds, and today we have Freya. I was gonna do Hercules, but for all my videos, for build-wise, anyway, I like to look back at all my comments and keep scrolling down. I saw Freya. Now, I've totally missed Freya before. It's been like a few days since I was asked, so I felt bad, and it's been a lot longer since I've done Freya than Hercules, I believe. All I know is the old Freya build is definitely dated. So let's continue with the items. Now, before I get into that, I haven't seen Freya used too much. I'm not sure why not. She does good bursting damage, but I don't know. She hasn't been played too much. But okay, let's go with the actives first. Actives. The only time I really see Freya is higher up, like in the tournaments and one at the higher up leagues. And they typically use Freya as a jungler. She's been nerfed a couple times, and I guess that's why I haven't seen too much Freyas nowadays, but she's still pretty good. So if you're going to go jungle Freya, which it does work, it works moderately well. Wrath of Gods, not Wrath of Gods, Hand of Gods branch up to either Fist of Gods or Hand of Gods, or Wrath, rather, which whatever you need. Besides that, I mean, you have no CC immunity. You do have your ulti, which is really nice. And then also your 3, you can use that while running away. So, like I said, honestly, really depends on what you want. I mean, you can use Sprint to chase them down on top of your Haste and Mentalis, or Purification Beads if you're getting CC'd a lot. It's just address your actives accordingly. Just get whatever you need. Now, moving on to items, it depends which boots you want. Choose a Focus or choose a Magi. Focus, cooldown, Magi. If they have, if you start building some magical protection, and if you feel like you can't, I don't know, if they have like tanky people, like a few tanks, then yeah, get the Magi. But if not, Focus is gonna work out great. Since I'm gonna go with Focus for this one because we do have Demonic Grip, which is our second item. Now, Demonic Grip, since we rely on our basic attacks and making them ranged, and we can stack our passive onto somebody and multiple people quite well. So that acts as our core penetration. If you look at the passive, 3 stacks, 3 times 7%, that's 21%, and then 15 points after all the stacks are laid. That's quite a bit of magical protection reduction, so that acts as your penetration source. Also granting you attack speed. This is definitely a core item to have a Demonic Grip. Demonic Grip is a core item to have on Freya. Alright, can't speak today. So we're going to move on to Haste Mentalis. Getting this as our third item is going to allow us to start connecting our 1 or 2 combo basic attacks and start chasing down people, being a little bit more aggressive with Haste Mentalis. Now, if you don't like Haste Mentalis, you can get Sprint. You just use Sprint instead of Haste Mentalis and use it the same way, aggressively. Now, if you're not sure what Haste Mentalis works, if you look at the passive, basically when you hit our 1 and 2, we start bursting people down, and as long as those base attacks land, we won't be slowed by doing our basic attacks. Basically, we will run at the same speed as we have on the bottom left, what it says. Now, I'm going to keep moving on. I'm going to go with Polynomicon. This does pretty good damage overall, and it stacks the lifesteal really well with our passive. If you're not familiar, she does have a passive magical lifesteal, 15%, so that's pretty damn good. And more lifesteal from Polynom. But after we cast our 1 and 2 to start bursting down people, the first initial hit is going to hit really hard because it's going to have the Polynom passive on it, so that's going to help our burst damage. Next, Telekinesis Ring. This works pretty well with Freya, mainly because of the attack speed and the passive. We get use out of the passive. It works almost like Shinsai's minus the 5%. So I mean, it's ideally almost sort of the same passive. So that's going to help our basic attacks. Now, this is pretty cool because it gives magical protection. I mean, besides this, you're kind of rely on Void Stone for magical protection, having damage in the same power. So Telekinesis Ring works pretty well with Freya. Cronus works pretty well as well. So moving on, Rod to Hootie for obvious reasons, magical power. Now our magical power is 444. And now if you feel like you need more, just buy sprints, replace Haste Mentalis for like Bancroft's talent that has like 100 power, so that's going to help out a lot. Just whatever you need. Now if you're fighting high health regeneration gods, you might want to get Divine Ruin or healers to help shut them down. So let's go ahead and start testing our power here. These are 1 and 2. As you see, we attack pretty fast, and the first initial yellow damage number, that's Polynum, and all the rest of the little yellow small numbers are the telekinesis ring. They stack on top of our basic hits, so it's just more damage overall. As you see, he didn't have a chance to really cast anything. Now we're gonna go into the air, start flying around. Drop down, bop him up, and then as he falls, do that. So, Freya's awesome. Maybe one day she'll get remodeled. But, anywho, that's gonna wrap it up for the video. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.